Stay horse playing. Run up on us and I'm gon' heck. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I put rings on them hundreds, I married. You see my money and ice everywhere on them. And we each other cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the stool, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got hundreds. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to Izzy, get my ice here. Plastic, y'all as real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the prices. I don't with this for this. We got. Down to that. They don't check none of the artists on.
One game for the right to go to the NBA Finals. It is Game 7, and it's the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. From Oracle Arena in Oakland, it's the Golden State Warriors taking on the Houston Rockets. Hi, everyone. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Warriors coming in. They have the home court here. Always crucial in a Game 7, with the winner moving on to the NBA Finals.
Now, look, I think both teams are worthy of going to the NBA Finals. But the reality is that only one team will prevail this evening. And the way this series has gone so far, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way down to the final shot.
And the rebound comes down to Harden. Gordon with it. Looking to make something happen. And scores. Strong take.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
It's Steph at the controls to Green. Probing the defense. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Durant with the basketball up top. Just getting started. Strapped in for a good one here in Game 7. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of breakdance move they might hit you with.
Clint Capella missed his first. That one goes.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Curry into the front court. They trail by 2.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Baseline drive. On the drive, it's Harden, but a shot no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Harden against the former Cougar. To Capella. And scores on the Euro step. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Klay Thompson matched up with Paul. Curry to Thompson. Missed a wide open look.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Chris Paul at the line for 2 shots. A career 86% from the line. Nope, first one does not go. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Possession lies with Golden State to Cousins. Count the basket at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To P.J. Tucker. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Curry into the front court. Down 3. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
These breakdowns happen because the team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Oh, he missed on a pair. Curry has it. Durant slams it down, and there was no stopping him that time.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Dives for it, not afraid to mix it up. Lays it up and in.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down a point. Short jumper won't go down. Harden into the front court. He'll run the offense. Thompson goes to the right side. Durant. Kevin Durant. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Bad pass there. Warriors have it. Green to Thompson. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Yo, Ed, how's that saying go? Fool me once, you used up the free pass. You know how they're calling this one. Ease up on the aggressive plays on the ball.
Misses the first. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Tucker. Deep left corner. To Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Livingston picked up by Paul. And a nice finish at the rim.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
They work it to Capella. Down low. Oh, emphatic slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Durant against Chris Paul. Missed it at the line. Now, opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Livingston. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Easy path to the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Durant across the timeline. Down by 1. Yeah! Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on a three-point play. He struggled so far. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. To Rivers. Gets it in the right corner. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Tough shot for Gerald Green. Off the mark. Klay Thompson guarded by the former Dookie. Down for Looney. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Ooh, Chris Paul. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Thompson to Durant. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Paul to Fareed. And the basket good at the rim.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Trying to cash in. Livingston shot won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
No good. And a backcourt violation. Corner 3 at the buzzer. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. Jay and I are back after this. It's the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Kenneth Fareed has got 2 shots coming. A career 65% free throw shooter. First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Curry with the basketball. They trail by 1. Wide open look won't go. To P.J. Tucker. Draymond Green. Huge block.
Continuous effort is the key for your team's success. No one this entire ball game has quit on a play. That right there, that's what's going to help your team win this game.
Ooh, Chris Paul. Now the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Got it. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Curry to Thompson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Good luck making excuses. Klay Thompson wide open. He's not going to miss that one.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with their three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Kevin Durant with the rock and a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Durant. Nice finish at the rim. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
Giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Paul, here against Steph. Ooh, Chris Paul. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Stephen Curry with a look. Add 2 points to the board. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Harden sizing up Iguodala. And the Rockets clear the board. Nothing going here on that drive. Runner's good there.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Oh, I had him going there for a second. Durant to the basket, but he can't finish. And he's going to the free throw line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Kevin Durant, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no in this contest. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Harden with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Fights through traffic to slam it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a problem city.
It's Golden State basketball to Durant. Curry, down low Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Klay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for threes, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Layup goes down. Well done.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Paul matched up with the 2-time MVP. Warriors basketball. Green to Durant. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock to Thompson. From long range, offensive board. Clint Capella knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Time for some new personnel into the game. Curry to Thompson. Curry. It's Fareed with the rebound. Paul to Harden. Lets it fly from long range, and James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Curry with the ball. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Doesn't get the bounce. Curry to bring it up. Under a minute to go before halftime. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Kevin Durant at the line for a chance at a 3-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. To Fareed. James Harden. He's now 4 for 6.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
It goes down. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
James Harden trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. It's Steph Curry with the rock to Durant. Curry. Thompson buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
It's good. And 1.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and 1s.
Eric Gordon at the line for a chance at a 3-point play, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Oh, big finish at the rim. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Rockets are in a close game thus far. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets. The Warriors aren't down by too much at the half. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
Chris Paul has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A one-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. Draymond Green rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Count the bucket for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Golden State at the controls. Steph Curry sizing up Eric Gordon. Nice pass to set things up. Yes, Klay Thompson. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious, but don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Curling inside. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Durant to Thompson. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Gordon with it. His guys now trailing by a point. He gets it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Here's Curry with it up top. He'll run the offense. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Screen coming. Count the basket. They gave him a look, and why not?
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
It's Curry controlling the offense. Down low to Cousins. It's a big finish.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Durant. It's good.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To the rim. Lays it up and in. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Baseline drive to Green. Thompson. Clint Capella. Tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
It's Steph at the controls. Here's a chance from long range. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. Capella matched up with Durant. To Harden. Goes to the right side. Clint Capella, 4 out of 7.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Livingston against Chris Paul. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
And count the basket inside.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Green to Durant. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Warriors have the basketball. Livingston to Durant. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To P.J. Tucker. To Paul. Tough make through traffic.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
To Cousins. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Defender going for the fake. Got him out of position for the dunk.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Warriors have the basketball. Passed it off. And scores.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And the rebound taken in by Thompson. Draymond Green. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Durant with the basketball up top. Looking to make something happen. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate.
Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
That ends the third quarter. The Rockets with the lead. The Warriors with the basketball. basketball to begin the fourth quarter. The defending champs. Getting all they can handle here at the Oracle.
You don't see this very often. They've come in and put up one heck of a fight, but it doesn't matter if you don't get a check in that win column.
To Gerald Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Gerald Green to Paul. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Possession lies with Golden State. Livingston to Durant. Oh, emphatic slam.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Tucker. Deep right corner. Klay Thompson sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Thompson rebounded by Capella. To P.J. Tucker. Count the basket inside.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Durant across the timeline. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Here comes the screen to Green. They'll get it to Durant. The pass set it all up.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. The deficit is 6. To Durant. The shot by Livingston, no good. Kevin Durant snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Durant. Capella's on him. 4-3. Missed it, and that's rebounded by Houston. To P.J. Tucker. Clint Capella. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Capella. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Clint Capella trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's struggled so far. The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. KD with the rock. Good. Off a spin.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Kevin Durant swats it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To P.J. Tucker. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Livingston to Durant. For 3. And it's Capella with the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Curry to Durant. Steph Curry guarded by CP3. And the bucket's good for DeMarcus.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Gets to the basket and scores.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
To Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Gordon sizing up Iguodala. Off the assist.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Curry into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Fires the 3 at long last. He missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Harden in possession. Lead stands at 10. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Durant. Down low boogie. Clint Capella. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
And count the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat five.
It's the Rockets who are victorious. They are champions of the Western Conference. They're on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets are the Western Conference champions. After a long, grueling season, they're now headed to the NBA Finals. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets. The Warriors weren't able to advance after that tough loss. I got a sense they didn't expect for their offseason to start just yet. I know what the feeling's like, and it can be tough, but it's all about how you come back from it. Who knows what they'll be like next season? It'll be interesting to see for sure.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
My God. So you're talking about what? I got nothing, man. I got nothing on no name. No, straight like that, though.
Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Nothing gets to me too close. Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Be doing the most. Ducking. In my God, design your post. Look in your eyes and I see, hold on, be surprised when you see. Nothing for no nothing. Nothing gets to me too close. Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Be doing the most. I was ducking. Me and my God, design your post. Look in your eyes and I see, hold on, be surprised when you see. Coming through. What time you wanna, yeah? You wanna, yeah? can't be the cops. I can't play myself out like that. Keep getting that dope. Counting mine, won't be trying to get no on my notes. I would die bad on my look, my dog like farmers go. Ain't been sweet, but neither is me, so my be 300 or more. I keep close funds, but I don't boast. I know what it's like to not have that ain't gonna try me without saying I win it. Gonna disrespect the try my straight up fight that 6 ain't with what I'm with you getting dismissed. I give a fatal Jadakiss. Come through. Tell you wanna ain't got no time again. I can't leave my foot down bad like that, guess I'm just gon' slow. Partner say he got this where I'm focused. Need to focus more, that's ain't no he ain't gon' like that. Step on my free world out there in the bluffy side, just might see me and can't turn me down.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Nah, playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. Nah, I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Yeah, y'all boss claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I come through fly, check, no cosign. I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine, and I take my time check, and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game, like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets trying to feed the babies. The single mama's working hard not to miss a payment. And dirty money get washed on royalty statements. Black owners in this game are powerful racists. Young, then the set just doing it makeshift out the garage. It's how you end up in charge. It's how you end up in penthouses, end up in cars. It's how you start off a end up a boss. It's how you win the whole thing and live with sweat dripping down your face. Cause the mission was last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked.
A ticket to play for the NBA title awaits the winner. Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. From Scotiabank Arena in downtown Toronto, tonight the Toronto Raptors taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Hi everyone, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, we look at the Raptors coming into play. They have the home court here, always crucial in a Game 7, with the winner moving on to the NBA Finals.
Now look, I think both teams are worthy of going to the NBA Finals. But the reality is that only one team will prevail this evening. And the way this series has gone so far, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way down to the final shot.
Giannis for 2. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
When the ball's in his hands, We all knew what was going to happen.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down just a couple. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
That pass taken away by Toronto.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
And count the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Lopez. Brook Lopez. Missed his first. That one goes.
Which way do you want it, Ed? Lefty, righty, he can finish with either.
Lowry with it. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Adetokunbo. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Slam dunk.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Giannis Adetokunbo with the block. That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. Pascal Siakam. To Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Lowry into the front court. 10-all is our score. To Gasol. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Marc Gasol at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line. 2 for 2 on that trip. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Fred VanVleet, now a steal by Milwaukee. To Bledsoe. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Bledsoe with it up top. Right now, 12-all. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Nice pass to set things up.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup to Lopez. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Toronto with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard. That's no good. Hill into the front court. Lead is 2. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Ibaka. Gasol, good for 2. Great footwork once again.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
To Jeremy Lin. Great look and vision. Fights through traffic to slam it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Adetokunbo to Lopez. Kawhi Leonard with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Brook Lopez. 2 of 4 now.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Leonard. From the outside, no good. Hill across the timeline. Leads 4. And scores. Strong take.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Leonard to Lin. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You can finally see this team starting to get their rhythm and their groove offensively. This is a good run to get them back in the ballgame.
Brook Lopez. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Leonard. Short jumper. Won't fall. To Adetokunbo. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
And a chance coming up at the line.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Lays it up and in.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Toronto has the basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Jeremy Lin at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Oh, emphatic slam. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. We're back with more after this. You're watching the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down 8. The pass set it all up.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Terrific vision.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Fred VanVleet. It's Pascal Siakam with the 2.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
From the painted area, won't go down. Lowry. Oh, emphatic slam. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To George Hill. Deep right corner. To Hill. That pass taken away by Toronto. Pascal Siakam. And finishes strong.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Hill driving, but his shot won't go. Lowry with it. He'll run the offense. Cruises inside for two.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Pau Gasol rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Rebound taken down by the Bucks. To Brogdon. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Almost. Unlucky bounce.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a two-point basketball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Runner here won't go down. Hill into the front court. Leads a bucket. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
No good. Defense catching a break there. Giannis with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. Oh, big finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Toronto with the basketball. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 3 for 6 now.
There is no recovery, Ed, in particular if the defender does not stay on balance.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Lowry. To Van Vliet. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To George Hill. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
ball's controlled by Lowry. To Ibaka. Gasol. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. Hill across the timeline. Up 5. Kyle Lowry pins it. Marc Gasol able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Fred VanVleet. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
That'll get out off the Raptors. New blood coming in for both sides. That pass taken away by Toronto. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Oh, with the foul, and a chance coming up at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Lowry has the basketball. 4-3. Kyle Lowry wide open. Makes them pay from 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Bledsoe. Giannis Antetokounmpo snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Bledsoe with the basketball. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. Eric Bledsoe. He's 2 for 2 now.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Lowry into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. Gets a look. Can't hit. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Bucks have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Raptors are still very much in this matchup. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Blocks.
Very physical basketball in the first half from these squads. Lots of block shots and some great defensive intensity.
Player of the half.
Antetokounmpo earns the recognition because of the sheer number of dunks he threw down. One after another, he kept rattling the rim with his awesome slams. What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Lowry into the front court. His guys down 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Brogdon. Eric Bledsoe, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry to Leonard. And throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. It goes down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Here's Leonard for 2. Pulled in by Brogdon. To Antetokounmpo. Middleton. Second effort. Yes, and a foul. They'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Eric Bledsoe trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Can convert the free throw. Lowry, great feed. Kawhi Leonard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throw, good for Giannis. It's a 3-point play as the Bucks add to their lead. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. The deficit now up to 5. Brook Lopez swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Bledsoe. Bledsoe slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Marc Gasol tips it. That's his third block this evening.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Here's Leonard for two. Rebound pulled down by Giannis. To Bledsoe. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Count the basket inside.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Marc Gasol. Huge block. Fourth this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Bledsoe. Oh, he had it. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Has a look. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Leonard to Lowry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Gasol. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Off the mark on his free throw. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Leonard. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
No. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Nope. First one does not go. Missed the second as well. To Hill. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Middleton. They work it down to Gasol. Marc Gasol with the block. Ooh, 5 now. Pau Gasol. He's now 4 for 6.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Toronto has the basketball. To Leonard, leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
layup goes down. Well done. Stuffs it down with authority. Long key from three-quarters court. That ends the third quarter. The Bucks with the lead. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more importantly.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard up against the Spaniard. Ouch. This doesn't look good. Nick Nurse is going to make some changes. You'd hate to see anybody get hurt. That appears to be a lower body injury. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. To Gasol. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Toronto with the basketball. Got it.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys watch those. Nice extra move there.
Antetokounmpo to Gasol. Short jumper stays out. Gasol. That pass taken away by Toronto. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the piece.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Hill into the front court. Up 6. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Fred VanVleet. Deep right corner. Baseline drive. To VanVleet. Lynn. Off the assist.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Can't connect from in close. Hill across the timeline. His team on top by 8. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Lowry with it. His guy's down 11. He gets it.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
Time to shuffle things up. Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. Ball's controlled by Lowry. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Gets to the basket and scores.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit. Easy layup.
To Middleton. Bledsoe. From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Serge Ibaka slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Whoa, Chris Middleton. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
And count the basket inside.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Gasol. And look out!
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Nice pass to set things up. Throws it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Count the bucket for 2.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Giannis Antetokounmpo rejects it. Couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Fred VanVleet. And counted at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
The follow won't go either. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Lowry to VanVleet. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
That'll get out off the Raptors. Adetokunbo with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Bucks claim victory. They stand alone atop the Eastern Conference on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey, everyone. The Bucks have every reason to celebrate right now, but they know their job isn't done till they've made friends with that Larry O'Brien trophy. They'll be representing the East on their way to that goal. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Raptors were hoping for a different postseason future, but now it's about what-ifs of the past. The reality of the offseason is now upon them. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game. Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.